welcome back to another video, and today I'll be giving you a guide for the creator of the Winning the Apex games, Wattson. Disclaimer, this isn't a super advanced Wattson guide, this is just an introduction to the legend and just the fundamentals to our kit. If you want to watch a super detailed Wattson guide, I'll leave a link in the description below. Wattson is an interesting defensive legend, seeing that she isn't played as much as Gibby or Caustic, but there are still some Wattson players, the 12 of them that exist. But enough talking, let's get into the video. Her passive is called Spark of Genius, which allows her to carry 2 ultimate accelerants and recharge her own shields over time. This charge isn't as fast as Octane's health regen though, it goes up by 1 every 2 seconds. Wattson's tactical, her fences are the most important part of her kit, with her being a defensive legend and all that. Her fences are used to secure an area with electrical fences, which stuns, slows down, and also damage enemies who crosses them, and will reveal if someone has crossed the fence. She can have 4 node charges in reserve, and each node takes 15 seconds to charge. The recharge time on the fence node will be reduced to 3 seconds per node if you use your ultimate, and only 12 fence nodes can be placed at any given time. She can also pick up her nodes if she isn't using them. Wattson's ultimate is her pylon. This pylon destroys all incoming projectiles such as grenades, Gibby ult, Falk rockets, Horizon ult, Caustic ult, Bangalore smoke. Basically, if you can throw it and it does damage, the pylon will destroy it. Even if it doesn't do damage, the pylon will still destroy it as long as it is a throwable. Wattson's pylon also recharges her and her teammates' shields, and also enemies as long as they are in range of the pylon. The pylon will recharge 5 shields per second. You can look at the base of the pylon to see how much shield recharge you have left out of the pylon. Even after the shield regen is finished from the pylon, it will still stay up until it is destroyed by you or the enemy team. The pylon has a 3-minute cooldown and takes 150 damage to destroy it. Also, the pylon will recharge once the fence nodes faster, as I've mentioned before. Wattson's playing style and role in the squad would be that of the anchor. Wattson isn't an aggro legend and is more of a passive defense legend. She isn't as aggressive as Gibby or Caustic when it comes to defensive legends, and is mostly played around buildings when you can fence up and hold on so that enemies can't push you. The player out in the open without your pylon is very risky, seeing that you can destroy her fences by shooting the node itself. Knowing Wattson's role in a team and also her strengths is really important so that you aren't a hindrance to your team. She is a supportive defensive legend, since that her pylon can recharge you and your teammates' shields. But keep in mind, your fences aren't as effective as Caustic's gas trap and can realistically be destroyed easily. Wattson is one of the only legends in the game that all 3 of her abilities are intertwined. Her passive, which allows her to carry 2 ult excels, allows her to get her ultimate back faster so that you can use it to reduce the cooldown on your fence nodes and also to recharge your shields. Tips for Wattson's tactical. You should always try and keep your fences out of enemies' reach so that they aren't as easily destroyed by advancing enemies. Placing them to the wall instead of directly at the door so that the enemy can't just open the door and destroy them is a huge thing, and they would have to rethink their entire push. There are many different types of fence techniques that you can use to counter enemies. Do I have any examples in this video? No, but I'll try my best to explain to you how to do them. Placing 3 nodes at the door instead of 2 will cause confusion to the enemy, because they will now have to worry about that extra node instead of the normal 2. This will also throw them off because they'll think that the fence they see can be destroyed and pushed into your building, but in reality the 2 nodes are still there securing your building. But keep in mind, this does reduce the amount of area you can cover or even the amount of nodes you can use, since that you used an extra node to secure that entryway. Zigzagging a fence is a technique that can be used indoors when bunkering down a building. By placing fences in a zigzag pattern, you deter enemies from pushing you because the amount of fences you have placed in that building, and also you reduce the amount of space the enemy has to use even if they do end up pushing you. Fencing off height is also a really important technique with Wattson, because it stops enemies from climbing up on you, since that the fence nodes are above them and out of their line of sight and they can't shoot it as easily. Ziplining fences is also a great way to catch enemies off guard who are going up ziplines into buildings or platforms, since that when they get off the zipline they'll jump straight into the fence. Here are some Wattson tips. You can attach your nodes to enemy Wattson nodes. Gibby's bubble can cut off Wattson fences. Crypto is your biggest counter. 1 EMP and your entire fence setup is gone. Always carry ult excels, because Wattson can carry 2 ult excels at any given time, so you should always carry them because your ult is a huge part of your kit. You should use your pylon whenever you have it to recharge your shields, block doors, or to block incoming projectiles. Watson's passive shield regen is barely noticeable, and I would recommend that you use a shield cell or a battery instead of waiting for it to build up your shield. Wattson is definitely an off-meta legend, but you can bring value to a team if used correctly. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you learned something from this video. Until next video, this has been Playboy Sasuke. Have a great day.